Well, guys, we're finally here at the end of the series, the end of this amazing run on this character, on this amazing character. And after this, there'll be no more Daredevil. I'm telling you, Daredevil's gone. There's no more of this. They end the series. Marvel actually ended the series, and now we'll never get any more Daredevil stories. Fine. Anyway, yeah, it's really good. Who would have guessed? It's the last couple issues, and it's really freaking good. And I liked it a lot, and it's a satisfying ending until they reboot the character again with another number one. So yeah, that's just how comics is, baby. But yeah, let's get into it. So after all of the guys got captured, after Elektra was captured by the Avengers, Daredevil and Cole, who were apparently saved by Doc Sasquatch and Bullet, because I thought they flew off, but apparently they came back to save all the other guys. So good on them. Cole and Matthew have been hiding out in Cole's apartment back in New York. And yeah, it's not looking too good. Matthew's basically just wallowing in misery, all alone in a bed. And Cole is just not liking that. So he beats up Matt, tells him to get the hell out of his apartment, and says to go fix things. You got it. Your wife is in jail. Your friends are in jail. You got to get them out of jail. And yeah, that's basically what Matthew does. He reads the Book of the Fist one last time before it basically burns away, because that's just what magic books do, I guess. And puts back on the suit and goes to the Stromans to beg for Elektra to be released. He basically just tricks them into thinking that he will serve them if they release Elektra, and he also fucking stabs out his own eyes. He literally pulls out his eyeballs and just says, "Yeah, guys, you beat me. Here, I'll stab out my fucking eyes. So I'll just be yours forever. You guys can use me as your right-hand man in the superhero community." And they buy it. They really think that he's gonna work with them. But no, it's been a trick the entire time. He basically beats up the one guy and then tells the lady to release everybody that they jailed from the island. And after he does that, he takes one of his eyes that he took out himself and shoved it into the other guy's eye. It's super fucking gnarly and it's crazy. It's honestly one of the best things that happened. So thankfully, all those guys that were in jail, all of his former Fist army, they all were released and they all got to go their separate ways. So that's nice. And also Elektra was released. But now Matt literally doesn't have any more eyes. So I guess it's an understandable swap of things. So yeah. After that, he goes to Japan to tell his friend Samuel Cho or Chung, I don't know. Basically, Blind Spot. He was a guy who was training in the last run by Charles Soule. And that was the entire thing with his storyline. But basically, he also lost his eyes and is kind of like Daredevil now. And he basically just yeah, Stick told me to stay here. So whenever the demon of the hand comes out, I'll have to kill him with this sword. And Daredevil was just nah, you don't have to do that anymore. I'll do that for you. Go back to New York, go back to your sister, and I'll finish the demon myself. So in reality, he actually just wants to commit suicide so he could go to hell and save his best friend Foggy, who's in hell, also Stick, and also all of the world leaders whose souls are still in hell for some reason, because that's just how things are, I guess. But before he commits suicide, or seppuku basically, Elektra stops him. And Elektra's just listen, you don't have to kill yourself. We could fix this. We could do this another way. But Daredevil's just nope, I gotta kill myself to help save my friends. So they fight, and it looks like Elektra's winning, or at least getting to Matthew. But nope, Daredevil basically just wraps her around in line and forces her to stab him in the chest. And she's crying, and she's why'd you have to do this, Matthew? He's just nah, I had to do this for my friend. And then he fucking dies. And inside hell, he finally meets his dad again, which, spoiler alert, it isn't his dad, but we'll get into that very soon. He meets his dad, and he's just Dad, why are you in hell? And he's just I guess it's because pride, because I didn't want to see my son see me lose, basically. And as they delve deeper in hell, Daredevil's suit changes to this really cool white color. It's just fucking sick how his usual red look is changed to his white look, and it's just so sick. It's so heavenly. It really goes to show how strong Matthew's faith in God. And it's awesome. It's genuinely really cool to see. Anyway, after that, Matthew finally finds his friends and all of the souls that were stuck in there, placed in there by the hand, and tries to get them out. But before they can do that, Matthew's dad starts to convulse and turn into an actual demon. And apparently that's the demon from the Fist. So the Fist have been following the sister, who's the sister of the demon from the hand. Oh my gosh, just say that times faster, honestly. That is way too much. The sister of the demon of the hand, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, there are two demons. One demon is part of the fist, and another demon is part of the hand, and they're siblings. And basically, they're fighting over who can control hell or whatever. I don't know. It's crazy. After Daredevil realizes this, that they've basically just been following another pretty bad demon, he kind of loses a bit of himself, loses a bit of faith, but then he regains it. And his two billy clubs that he usually uses gets all wrapped up with his hand wraps, whatever they're called. And then he puts them on his forehead, and out comes two white swords. And it's fucking cool. And then he starts fighting the demons. And again, it's really fucking cool. Also, he releases the souls that were trapped. And they manage to leave before, it gets too crazy or before they get truly trapped. So they manage to leave because basically there's a cave in Japan that leads to that hell. It's crazy and weird, but that's basically how it is. So they manage to leave while Daredevil is fighting those demons. He manages to kill the sister and was fighting the brother, and the brother slices off his arm. And it's pretty gnarly to see, but he managed to trick the demon by throwing up one of his swords in the air, and it stabbed him before the demon can realize it. And then he slices the demon's neck and finally kills the demon of the hand. And it's just really sick. But before he can leave, he's trapped in hell, and that seems to be the end of Daredevil. Daredevil's trapped in hell, and now he's dead. Anyway, a little bit after this, everybody's just kind of trying to still get over, Daredevil being dead, basically, or at least they think that Matt is dead. And so Cole and Foggy decide to start up their own law business by themselves. Elektra is now the new and the only Daredevil of Hell's Kitchen because Matt is now in hell forever or something. And yes, things seem to be going pretty well overall. They're trying to get over it. It's also 5 months later, so that's pretty sad. But no, you think Matt is dead? He's not. He's actually alive. Somehow, it's never really explained how he survived all that. So yeah, Matthew's alive, and he's also now a priest somehow. Well, I think he's more of a brother, but yeah, he's basically a priest now, and he helps out at an orphanage, so that's nice, but he also doesn't have any of his memories. Also, Elektra knows that he's alive, but she doesn't want him to know about all of his life beforehand, and just wants him to be happy for once in his life. But it seems that he's actually starting to remember all of his memories, and he goes off to fight some thugs who are harassing some lady. And that's basically the end of it. I know that I kind of went all over the place with this, but honestly, it's actually really good. It's a really freaking good ending to this really freaking good series of comics that we've read together. And honestly, I loved it. It was great, honestly. And I'm glad you guys watched me and watched along to this silly series of people in tights talking about God and fighting ninja demons or whatever. So yeah, that's basically it. There's going to be a new, pretty different video next time, but I hope you guys like it. And I hope you guys like this video. So comment, subscribe. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, what you want me to review more. And I'll see you next time.